Well, good evening to you. Welcome to high school football on Central Illinois Sports, live here in Week 5 of the Illinois high school football season for the Sangamo Conference matchup between the Pittsfield Sockies and the North Mac Panthers. Well, since the last time we broadcast a game with North Mac, they've had a little bit of a facility upgrade, a turfed football field that they also play a little soccer around from time to time with pretty good sized grandstand on the home side and a pretty nice setup on the visitors side as well, and quite the impressive facility here for this North Mac program and Coach Patrick Bowman, who are looking to pick up their second win in a row. They were, of course, sidelined early in the season with some, or third win in a row, I should say, sidelined early in the season with some COVID-19 issues. They lost to Riverton 26-20, but we're missing some key players from that contest. And when you take a look at the North Mac lineup, 32 varsity players means you can't miss too many guys, or you're always going to be missing key guys at key positions. But then sat out a week when they were supposed to play Moreau Forsyth. Some would call that a blessing. And then they've won back-to-back games against only Richland County, and then defeated New Berlin last week 40-6. They play host to the Sockies here tonight and will host Williamsville next week. This North Mac program is one that has been very competitive in the Sangamo Conference. They are not quite at the level of Williamsville and Maroa on most years, but they're right at that next level and have competed for the Sangamo Conference Championship over the last 5 years or so. And when you take a look at a facility like this, it should get kids excited to play. That is for sure. Glad you're with us tonight on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty. Here to serve all of your banking needs. Learn more about their services by visiting greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. We'll pause for a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk more about the matchup between the Sockies and the Panthers. We'll preview what's going on in the Sangamo and around the area, and more. It's all coming your way after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Cammie and Joe. They are the sales force for CASCOM Business and Residential Services. You may see them in your community, offering deals and services from CASCOM. At CASCOM, we understand your concerns about potential scams. Our courteous and professional sales team will always present identification when visiting with you. If for any reason you have questions or concerns, please contact us at 1-800-252-1799.
Thanks, and we'll be seeing you.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs, and we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Sockies and the North Mac Panthers here in Sangamo Conference action. North Mac is 2-2. The Sockies are 2-2 on the season as well. They fell in their season opener to Pleasant Plains 30-14. Beat Riverton 31-21 in week 2. In week 3, a big win at home against Auburn 31-24. And then were defeated 70-0 by Maroa Forsyth last week. And one of those games when we talked with the Socky head coach Zach Ferguson, that you just try to flush out of the memory and move on and realize that that's a Maroa Forsyth program that's going to be participating in the Well, probably the state championship game, I'd say the day after Thanksgiving, if I could bet on that. Although 2A could be very, very interesting this year without the multiplier, because for some reason COVID also caused the multiplier in the IHSA to go away. You could see teams like Quincy Notre Dame playing in 2A. You could see Sacred Heart Griffin playing in 3A as a big 3A team, just depending on who all makes it in there. You could see some of those teams from the Aurora, Rockford, those types of areas drop down, some of the private schools. So it could make for an interesting postseason draw for some folks who are traditionally tough in the lower levels, but you see some of those private non-boundaried schools drop down without the multiplier this year. It could change the complex of everything. The Saki team, the big thing that beat them last week against Moreau Forsyth was just the speed Moreau put on the field. Sakis have to do a better job of containing, no matter who they're playing against. It's been something that they've been working on and adjusting to in this new defensive scheme under first-year head coach Zach Ferguson. And when they're clicking on all cylinders, they've looked pretty darn good. Also see the game against Auburn, and when the responsibilities aren't followed quite as well, that's how you let a team like Moreau Forsyth jump out to a big lead and never look back. Let's take a look at what else is going on in the Sangamo Conference this week. As a big one going on for sure. Probably going to decide who's going to win the Sangamo Conference Championship. That's Moreau Forsyth at Williamsville. Athens is at Riverton. Porta is at New Berlin. And Pleasant Plains is on the road at Auburn this evening in conference play in the Sangamo. Elsewhere in the WIVC North, Beardstown is at Mount Sterling, Brown County. Minden Unity is playing host to Triopia. You can actually watch that game right here on Central Illinois Sports. And then Route will be at Camp Point Central. That game will be played tomorrow. Also will be broadcast here on Central Illinois Sports. In the south side of things, Carrollton and Calhoun played last night, with Carrollton picking up the victory in that matchup. Then there was a matchup scheduled for North Green and Pleasant Hill Western this evening at North Green, and Greenfield Northwestern plays host to West Central in a game that could have some ties to the conference championship on the line as well. Quincy High School is home on their homecoming contest against a rival in Galesburg. Elsewhere in the Western Big Six, Rock Island plays host to East Moline. Moline goes to Rock Island Alleman, and Geneseo will play host to Sterling. So that's a look briefly at what's going on around the area. Also want to take a quick peek at those Central State 8 games if we can. Chatham Glenwood's at Normal U High. Sacred Heart Griffin plays host to Decatur Eisenhower. Jacksonville is on the road at Southeast. Rochester will play Springfield High in what should be a good matchup as well. And Springfield Lanphier and Decatur MacArthur go head-to-head tonight in Decatur. We'll talk more about this matchup between the 2-2 Pittsfield Sockies and the 2-2 North Mac Panthers on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Hey, remember, applying for a loan, it's never been easier than it is right now with our friends from Great Rivers Bank. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank and see just how easy it is to apply from the comfort of your own home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Back with more after this on Central Illinois Sports.
Situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring. You may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Back with you live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and not to belabor the point, but this facility at North Mac is an interesting upgrade when you take a look at, if you could look up the Google view of this facility and where the facility used to be. This now runs from the north to the south. As we're looking at it, would actually be south as on our left, north to the right. The field used to run east to west and is directly to the, let's see, that'd be the northeast of where the current facility sits, and a little closer to the school, but they've put this together over the last couple of years. They were just about open with it when we played at North Mac, not the spring season, but the fall before, so a year ago, 2 years ago now, I guess it would be, and weren't able to play because not everything was completed, but we saw some pictures of what they had planned, and my goodness, in person it may even be better, John. This is one of those things for people who've been to maybe like Quincy Notre Dame's setup. This is very, very similar to what the Raiders play on each and every night.
Yeah, it's very impressive. They built big grandstands on both sides. They got them in their school colors. They've really built press boxes that are really nice. Football locker rooms for both teams right off the field.
Yeah,
really
setup,
very impressive.
It's a setup that I think would make you excited to play here, would it not?
I would think so. I'm sure that they use them for soccer, too. I'm sure they're not just football locker rooms. But for whatever's going on here, they've got locker rooms right there, so you don't have to try to go to the school. You're not walking a long way to either school. But, yeah, they've got a big video board on the end. I'd say they found some money and spent it well.
They did it well. Patrick Bowman's the head coach here for North Mac in his third season. He's a Greenfield Northwestern grad, actually played briefly at the University of Illinois before going to Illinois College and having a very successful career. Actually, little known fact, Patrick Bowman and you and I lived in the same house.
Not at the same time.
No,
but
that's true.
Yeah, but also, maybe not a little known fact, but at the time Patrick Bowman graduated, he was the all-time leading rusher in Illinois State history. He is not now. There's a young man from, can't remember where that is now. His coach had him run for like 14 touchdowns a game so that he could be the all-time leading rusher instead. But
he's the head coach. Nick Troutwine's an assistant. That's a Greenfield name. Dan Bowman is a guy who is in a little thing called the IB, the Illinois Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. So, guys that know the game of football. And when you take a look at like a North Mac, for example, you think about a lot of the folks living here are, working in that Springfield area. And that's what we see a lot in the Sangamo Conference. Williamsville, Auburn, Riverton, North Mac, Pleasant Plains, basically Athens, basically everywhere that is around that immediate Springfield area, that you're getting people that work there but don't necessarily live in the city of Springfield. And you're kind of seeing people working to build facilities like this to kind of jockey for those people and that population. It's very important when people have a choice to make that they're looking for the best.
Yeah, certainly. And when you've got choices to make and you're going to say, okay, well, we can go and nothing against Porta now, but Porta used to have the best facilities of anyone anywhere, and their facilities kind of fallen behind because they were like the early one that did a lot of upgrades, and now you can go, well, we can go to Porta or we can go to North Mac and our kids are going to play on turf. So I don't know. It's pretty impressive for sure. They redid the school buildings also to make that all match too and make that all school colors. And
it's fairly new over there.
Well, no, I know, but the building behind us has that wrap on it too, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really notice, but it is definitely a nice setup, and we're hoping to have a competitive football game. That's another thing, when the Sakis played against North Mac 2 years ago in the fall, didn't play in the spring of this year with the COVID season, but when they played. It was a football game at halftime. North Mac kind of pulled away, and you remember talking to Paul Petty after the game, and he said, our kids didn't necessarily know how to react at that point because it had been so long since they had been at a competitive moment in a halftime of a football game. It's much different for the Saukey team now, and I would think they've got to have a pretty bad taste in their mouth the way things went last week against Murrow Forsyth.
Well, yeah, Charlie, I would joke and say we should really be worried because they only allowed 1 point against Murrow Forsyth, and we allowed 60, so it's a 59-point difference. But I realize their 1 point win or their 1 point loss was due to their forfeit. But
got some new officials working the game tonight. The back judge is Barry Wright. This will be his first game that he's worked since the last one. Hall of Famer in a lot of different ways is Barry Wright. Thanks for him to bringing that. Daryl Ippenson's our referee. He's well known in these parts. Cliff Sandifer, Alan Scheffel, and Tim Reif, all making up this refereeing crew. So, tell you what, they come from quite the area there. Tim Reif, I think, is the Carrollton area. Alan's from Calhoun. Not really sure where Cliff's from. Barry's from Manchester, and Daryl comes from all the way up at Augusta. Tell you what, they covered.
It's a long way from Augusta to Manchester.
Yeah, well, it's a long way from Augusta to
anywhere.
Yeah, very true. Other than Bowen. Hey, it's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The marching band is taking the field to play the national anthem. We'll pause for a timeout here and take a look at the starting lineups for the Saukeys coming your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Welcome back to North Mac High School. They've got some things going on here tonight. They're going to be introducing their JFL team. They'll have a halftime. It's not homecoming tonight at North Mac. It doesn't appear, which it's about that time of the year for homecomings to start happening.
I thought it might be, Charlie, because I saw a car over there that said sophomore attendant on it with a sign on it. It doesn't say homecoming, I realize, on that particular set of
says they're going to have a 15-minute halftime, and usually with a homecoming they last about a half a year. But
yeah.
Taking a look at the starting lineup for the Saukeys, first of all, brought to you in part by Illini Express. Here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tomorrow they'll be open 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So please note the hour change on that. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older. No appointments are necessary. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org. For the Pittsfield Sockies up front on the line this evening on the offensive side, Tracer Mowen starts at center. He's the 6', 230-pound sophomore. To his left will be Jaron White, the 6'2", 240-pound freshman at left guard. Nathan Gunder plays left tackle. He's a 6', 260-pound senior. The right guard is a senior, Mason Davis, 5'10", 175 pounds. And Caden Hittner starts at right tackle. He's 5'10", 230 pounds. And is a senior. The wideout spots, Ethan Palmer, good to see him back in action, the 5'11", 180-pound senior. Bobby Stout, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. Mason Farrago, he's a 5'5", 150-pound senior. And J.J. Petty, the 5'10", 150-pound senior. The running back this evening is Lane Elliott, the 5'10", 185-pound junior. And a quarterback is the junior Weston McAllister, 6'2", 160 pounds. That's the starters for the Sockies. They're going to introduce everybody that plays in the JFL. Man, they got some good numbers out. You look like the numbers may be growing for this North Mac program over the next couple of years. 32 varsity players this season, but like we talked about earlier, you build something like this, you win a couple games, and everybody gets excited about playing. And it looks like they've got some youngsters who are excited to take the field for the Panthers over the years to come.
They're going to be tired when they get to the 50-yard line there as they're running from the back of the end zone all the way there.
It's about a 60-yard sprint, and they are moving out there. So good for them, and a crowd that is slowly forming here at North Mac High School. A beautiful evening for high school football action. Nice, cool, crisp breeze blowing from our left to our right. So that is toward the north. The flags on the uprights are whipping around a little bit. And we'll have to see how that plays. The windiest game I think I've ever had an opportunity to broadcast was actually here at Verdon. Camp Point Central played Verdon at that point in the first round of a football game. We broadcast the game from the top of the bleachers, and Camp Point Central, if I remember, kicked a punt. It hung up on the air. They got away from it because they thought it was going to be one of those bad punts to North Back, and it bounced at about the 50-yard line, and the ground was so hard it rolled all the way down to about the 3.
Windiest game I ever broadcast was with Dad at Porta in I believe in a playoff game, and the poles were swaying, and we could feel the press box sway. It was a bad day.
Well, it was interesting anyway. We're in the visiting press box. It's about half the size of the home press box, but about twice as big as most press boxes that you see at a high school facility. So not quite, this is not quite Texas football level, but
it has heating and air conditioning, though.
It does, and it's we are appreciative for the hospitality from our friends here at North Mac. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The time out here, we're creeping closer to game time, about 11 minutes away from the kickoff of this contest between the Sockies and the Panthers on Central Illinois Sports.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. Western Illinois FCA presents Tasha Layton in concert at the First Christian Church in South Jacksonville on October 1st at 7 p.m. Entry fee is free. There'll be a free will offering for Western Illinois FCA. Come out and hear and enjoy Tasha Layton, October 1st in South Jacksonville at the First Christian Church at 7 p.m.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. They are getting ready to see the teams take the field in just a few moments. The game clock, or the scoreboard clock, I should say, has us starting this game about 5 minutes late from the 7 o'clock scheduled start time, so we're not exactly sure why that's the case, but we'll play it by ear here and know that they'll start when they're ready.
We can't make them go any faster.
No. You know, last week it was a little bit warmer than it had been, but tonight, John, this feels like football weather.
It's beautiful. And then, in a couple more weeks, then it'll be frosting, right?
It'll be cold, and we'll be on the top of the press box at Porta.
And we'll have to make sure that you don't knock yourself out on the way up.
Yeah, well, it's all part of the experience, Ellen. You know, some of the keys to this game, as we talked about with the Sockies, John, is keeping that outside contained, not letting North Mac get outside. And the Sockies also need to do a little better job. Last week especially, we saw a problem with sometimes there was a guy there to make that first tip, but wrapping up and tackling that guy in the open field has to improve.
Yeah, and I felt like that has kind of been a problem for the Sockies for a long time. They'll have a guy right there to make the play. They just need to wrap up and make the tackle. And I think that was one of the primary reasons I didn't play defense, because I wasn't very good at that, but they got to get better.
I thought it always was because you were slow, but that could be that other one too. Dalton Kissinger, we agree. It's a nice-looking field.
Charlie, the thing says that it's homecoming, so I'm going to assume it's homecoming. The breakthrough.
Oh, they're introducing the homecoming court as well.
That's why we're late.
So they've had the JFL. They're going to introduce the homecoming court. And at halftime,
when does the bear fight happen?
Paul Petty will be wrestling a live grizzly bear. So looking forward to that. They also have one of those video boards here at North Mac. Theirs looks to be a little newer than some that we've seen. I don't know. It kind of looks like it might have come new out of the box.
I was going to say, I think they bought a new one. I don't think they bought a video board that had formerly lived a life as a digital billboard. But and the king and queen are here, Charlie.
Wow.
I know. I'm not sure whose king and queen it is. Maybe Norway? Just guessing.
I don't know. The king and queen of North Mac High School on homecoming. Sockies, of course, at homecoming last week. They'll be at home again next week against New Berlin. Then they have Athens before they go on the road in week 8 to Porta. And week 9, home again against Williamsville. So a lot of opportunities to see the Sockies in action at Glenn C. Smith Field over the next month or so.
And Charlie, that field looks tremendous still. I mean, they've really got the grass growing well now, and the guys that have painted it up have really made it look as nice as it can. Just very impressive facilities here at North Mac.
That's true. I wanted to take a look, John, because this is a very key game when you start taking a look at what's on the line when it comes to playoff implications. These two teams.
I'd say for both teams.
Yeah, it's very important. Both teams entered the contest with a 2-2 record. The Sockies left on their schedule have New Berlin, who's coming into the night 0-4, but we know is always going to be a team that is very competitive in this conference. Athens, who is 3-1 coming into the night. Then they're at Porta, who's 0-4, but they only have played one game because they forfeited the first three. And then home against Williamsville in the last week of the season. They've lost one game, and that was in their opener against a team from Wisconsin. You take a look at North Mac's schedule. They're 2-2. They have the Sockies here tonight. They're home against Williamsville next week at Auburn, who's going to be playing for probably their playoff lives at that point. Home against Pleasant Plains, and then at Athens. So, you take a look at that and you say that the North Mac squad probably favored against Pleasant Plains and Auburn, but against Williamsville and Athens, those games are very, very tough. And they already have 2 losses on the season. So if you're going to win 5 games, which is what it takes to get into the playoffs, obviously you'd like to win more if you could. But if you're going to win 5, it's a big game for both these teams.
Certainly, probably a must-win if you're looking to get in the playoffs. Otherwise, you got to pull a big upset.
Yeah, you got to beat somebody, and by somebody you mean one of the better teams in the
state,
because that's just what this Sangamo Conference is each and every week. It's a buzzsaw. There are no gimmies, and you better come ready to play or somebody will feed you your lunch. Looks like both teams have taken the field. The captains are going to go out for the coin flip with Daryl Ippenson, our head referee tonight. The smoke machine working well.
I think we might have just set some trash on fire rather than using a smoke machine.
The Rams shot fireworks off on their turf back when they were in St. Louis and lit it on fire, so hopefully that didn't happen. That took a while to put that out when they played there. But
Tim says they just put smoke bombs in buckets rather than using a smoke machine.
Solid.
That's why.
Ingenuity is what that is. So they're going to have the coin flip here at midfield. And that's brought to us by Trash Queen, serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan counties with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. They offer 10-yard, 15-yard, and 20-yard roll-off containers. Call 217-320-4320 for Trash Queen. Patrick Bowman, the head coach for the North Mac Panthers. Zach Ferguson, the Sockies head coach out there along with their captains. Meeting at midfield to have the coin flip. You see this happen usually during warm-ups, but these guys, this refereeing crew's a little old school.
And both of these teams warmed up very early and then go away.
Well, they did tonight anyway. The Sockies are in the road white uniforms, red numbers, black trim. North Mac's in the home black uniforms with the Columbia blue numbers and white trim here tonight. One of the things you notice about this North Mac program, and you notice it even in basketball, is they always seem to have pretty good height. And, you saw Moreau's lineup last week that featured one guy in the whole roster over 6'1", and I think he was 6'2". And you look down their roster, and, well, the one that probably stands out the most, John, is Cooper Starks. He's 6'5", 320, and a junior. That's a large young man.
And he looks all of that when we saw him hiking for long snapping for punts early during warm-up.
I believed that he was 6'5", 320, at least. It'd look pretty funny. You stand him next to Farrago out there.
Well, yeah, it probably would.
Mason's listed at 5'5", and that might be with the spikes on. Sockies are going to decline. They're going to defer to the second half, so North Mac will start with the football, and we're just about ready to kick it off here at North Mac. We'll have the kickoff of Week 5 football action for you next.
Are you searching for some meaning in life? Are you searching for a loving place to be accepted? If so, we would love for you to join us to take the next step in your life's journey together with us at Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene. Here at PCN, we're a group of real people looking to build real relationships as we journey together to experience real encounters with God. Join us online or in person at 227 West Washington in Pittsfield, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m., online on our Facebook page or YouTube channel.
Hey, folks, check out Bowler's Universe. They're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays 4 to midnight. They offer many menu items. Say that 5 times fast. Burgers and fries, specialty pizzas. They have great horseshoes. They have wing Wednesdays. They have taco Tuesdays. They have it all. Plus a great selection.
They have football tonight, I think, too,
craft
right?
beers, I believe so. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield. J.J. Petty's got it teed up for the Sockies at the 40-yard line. The Panthers of North Mac have a single man deep. That is Jake Ferguson, the 5'8", 180-pound senior. Also, Dane Vance is back there. And on the far side, could be Reed Lewis, although it's kind of hard to see him when he's turned like he is here. We're ready for high school football on Central Illinois Sports. Petty puts his foot into this one. It makes the man retreat. He'll take it at the 4-yard line. This is Ferguson across the 10, 15, now 20-yard line. Hit, breaks a tackle, and is going to be driven down near the 26-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 26 with 11:54 to play in the game's opening quarter, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 for North Mac. They come to the huddle, which is becoming more rare in even the high school level.
In this conference in particular.
And again, one of the things you notice very quickly is the height they have even on that offensive line. They'll come out with a single man split wide to the right-hand side. That's Nick Hogan, a single receiver to the left. Quarterback Caden Brown will set up under center. I formation behind him in the backfield. Barks out the signals, takes the snap. Going to keep it himself, rolling out to the left, looking downfield, directing some traffic. Now he's going to turn it upfield and be taken down across the 30 near the 33-yard line. A pickup on the play of 7 yards, and it should bring up a 2nd down and 3. So Brown, the quarterback, keeps it 2nd and 3.
Farrago made the tackle.
From the 33-yard line. Yeah, Farrago went low to take the quarterback that time. Had an option for a run or a pass that time. We saw that in the freshman game as North Mac was at Pittsfield last night. Now Brown's in the shotgun, puts a man in motion left to right. And now we have an illegal procedure as the ball never got snapped. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up to the 28-yard line and make it 2nd and 8.
Let's hope they don't have as much trouble as Riverton had a few weeks ago, Charlie.
Yeah, boy, that was something.
It was a very long game.
Yeah, it was. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. The scoreboard is about a quarter of a mile away from us.
And very far left.
Yep. 2 receivers to the right. A single man to the left. Brown's in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion from the right to the left. He is back to pass, throwing to the quick hitter. It is caught on the outside. Man's got a big gain on the play across the 40. Drugged down near midfield. That receiver is Jake Ferguson. He'll take it all the way to the 48, a gain of 20, and a 1st and 10 for North Mac from their own 48-yard line. Sockies had a man right there and nearly had it broken up, but went to play the ball instead of trying to hit the man, and it resulted in a big play for the Panthers.
And their first down of the night.
1st and 10 from their own 48, just under 11 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Brown's in the shotgun, 2 wide to either side. Barks out the cadence. He, had a man in motion again. That'll be another 5-yard penalty. Back him up, make it 1st and 15.
The entire team was moving except for the man snapping the ball, and it took him a little bit of time to call the penalty, and I'm not quite sure why.
We were back to around the 40, just inside the 44. We'll call it the 43 is where it would be there. 1st and 15. Panthers break the huddle. The center appears to be Ethan Kuhar. He's 5'11", 205 pounds and a senior. Now they're looking to the sideline for the play call here, and Patrick Bowman wants a timeout. We'll pause as well with 10:21 to play in the opening quarter. Pittsfield and North Mac scoreless. Back after this.
1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Back to live action. Brown, the quarterback, keeps the ball on a design play up the middle, gets into socket territory near the 43-yard line. A gain on the play of 14 yards and a 1st and 10 for North Mac inside Pittsfield territory for the first time on the night.
Salter made the tackle, but it's never good when your defensive backs are making the tackle on running plays.
1st and 10, clock counting down here with 9:53 to play in the first. Brown's under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. That's Ferguson looking for running room along the left-hand side, inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll say that was enough for the first down on that play, not the play previously, John. Because they gained 14.
Oh, yeah, they gained 14, needed 15.
So that's the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at Lasaki 39. The quarterback, Brown, sets up under center. Trips to the left, puts a man in motion out to the left. Going to throw it to him on a little swing pass. That's Wyatt Williamson. Williamson, with blockers out in front, is taken down near the 30-yard line. That's a pickup on the play of 9 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 1.
Williamson coming from the fullback position.
So 2nd and 1 from the 31-yard line. North Mac marching down the field here, just over 9 minutes to play in the first. Caden Brown, the junior quarterback, is under center, I formation behind him. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the deep back. That's Ferguson. Ferguson, another good gain on the play, down near the 20, just shy of it to the 21-yard line. That's going to be very close to a first down. They're going to mark him just a little short, call it an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 from the 21 now. And North Mac kind of having it their way here on their first drive of the night. Doing a nice job mixing it up, running pass, and formation changing here. Now he's in the shotgun. Hands it off to the first back. That's Williamson. Williamson tripped up just inside the 20 down to around the 19-yard line. That'll pick up the 2 he needed for the first down and be a 1st and 10 from the 19. So 1st and 10 now from the Saki 19-yard line. Pittsfield having a little trouble slowing down this North Mac squad at the moment. Brown's in the shotgun once again, quick to the line. He's going to roll to the right-hand side, looking for a running lane, has it, and he's going to go for the score. He broke a couple of tackles right at the line of scrimmage, and Brown shows off the athleticism. Scores with 8:17 to play in the first quarter on a 19-yard run, and the North Mac Panthers have the 6-0 lead on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Brown's another one of those guys that kind of can do it all. We've seen a lot of talented quarterbacks in this conference. And add him to the list. Now they'll set up the go for 2, will North Mac. Brown will set up in the pistol. Trips to the right. Single man to his right is Williamson. Brown scans the defense, takes the snap. Going to roll to the right. Throws to the end zone. It's caught. And the 2-point try is good on the pass to Ferguson. So North Mac with an 8-0 advantage. 8:17 to play in the first as you watch high school football action on Central Illinois Sports.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Well, Caden Brown, the quarterback, kept it for a 19-yard scamper and a score. And North Mac punched in the 2-point try on the pass from Brown to Ferguson, and they take an early 8-0 advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Sockies did not have much success slowing down North Mac that time around. And let's see if they can't get something going on their own right on the offensive side. Kicking it off here is Joe Reinhart. He's a 5'11", 180-pound junior for North Mac. 8:47 to play in the first. Reinhardt has the whistle from the official, has a hand in the air.
8:17, actually.
Is that what it says?
Yep.
Now they'll try the onside attempt, and North Mac's going to recover. The Sakis had a man touch it, and they are going to, what are they going to say here? North Mac's going to get it at the Saki 44-yard line. Saki sideline was asking the official about something to see if anybody had touched it or not. They'll say no, and they'll start in Saki territory at the 44 with 8:14 to play in the first. So a special teams miscue there, and North Mac going for the kill early in this one. All the momentum so far. Two receivers out to the right-hand side. In fact, there's a trip set there. Brown will be under center. Williamson's a single back of the backfield. Caden Brown, the junior quarterback, takes the snap. He's rolling out to his right. They pick up the pressure, looks downfield, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver that time, and Logan Hammond. Incomplete pass will stop the clock and bring up a 2nd and 10.
Ball hit him high in the hands, and he kind of popped it up. None of the defenders could find the ball, though.
A lot of juniors in key spots for this North Mac squad, and their junior class is definitely their largest class on this roster. Just 5 seniors on the team. Brown's under center. Single man to either side. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the deep back Ferguson. Breaks a tackle. Tripped up, taken down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 5, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 39. So 3rd and 5 for North Mac. And see if the Sakis can't get a stop here. North Mac now running the no huddle. They look to the sideline for the play call. Single receiver to either side. Brown will be in the pistol. Williamson to his right. Ferguson stands deep behind him in the backfield. Now they'll put Williamson to his left. Still plenty of time on the play clock as it counts down to 7. Brown takes the snap, fumbles the handoff. Going to try to get outside. He's taken down. Palmer tripped him up back at the 48-yard line. So that's a loss of 9 yards on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd down and should be 4th down. And where are they going to move that box to? 4th and 12. I think a pretty good spot there.
Hey, he didn't end up losing the 9. He only lost about 7.
So it's 4th and 12, and now the Sakis, I believe, called the timeout. We will pause as well. 7:01 to play in the opening quarter. It's North Mac 8, Sakis nothing on Central Illinois Sports.
Pike Feeds is a locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feeds in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
7:01 to play in the first. It's 4th and 12 for North Mac from the Saki 41 is where the ball actually is resting here. 4th and 12.
As I said during the timeout, Carly, if it's the 46, right?
Yeah, 46.
Yeah. If you're going to onside there, you're obviously not. I can't believe that they're punting. Maybe they are.
They have the punter set up here. Saki's, they will send a man back, but I can't imagine this is really going to be a punt. And it's not. It's a fake. Brown's the quarterback. He rolls to the right. He throws downfield. He's got a man way down there. That's Ferguson. He's going to be still on his feet fighting for yardage and drug out of bounds at the 11. I mean, that was about as obvious of a fake as you're ever going to see. It's a 35-yard pass to Ferguson, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11. Yeah, like you said, if you were willing to take a chance to onside kick there, you're probably
in exactly the same place, basically.
You're not punting right there. And they didn't. And Moore's the quarterback. He set up at the punter, and the Sakis just didn't do a very good job of picking that up. I mean, the return man was still back deep, like waiting for a punt. The pass was in the air. They'll hand it off to Ferguson, left side, looking for the outside, cuts back in. He spins loose and is very, very close to the goal line. They will say he is down at the 1. That's going to be enough for a 1st down, a 10-yard pickup, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 1. First and goal from the 1-yard line here for the Panthers. 6:25 and counting in the first. Brown will set up under center. I formation behind him in the backfield. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Ferguson, and he'll plunge in. No, they'll say he's down. Down at the half-yard line. And it'll be second and goal.
So give him no gain?
Second and goal from the half-yard line here for the Panthers. And they look to the sideline. So what are we running here? Again, same formation. I behind the quarterback. See if he just keeps it himself. Brown's under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback. A little bit of a botched handoff, but Williamson is still able to take it in from a half-yard out and gives North Mac a 14-0 advantage. 5 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the first. And it's 14-0 Panthers. Then they'll try for the 2-point conversion here. They were successful on the first attempt. Single receiver wide to either side. The quarterback, Brown, is in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion. That's Williamson. Going to run him out of the flats, and tipping that one away for the Sakis was Jeremiah Jackson, I believe. So the 2-point try is no good. But North Mac gets on the board once again. They lead 14-0. Back with more after this.
Your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Well, with 5:36 to play in the first quarter, the Sakis are yet to run a play on the offensive side as North Mac onside kicked and recovered. And I'd say you have to be ready for it again here.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
They've onside kicked. They've run a fake punt that's been executed. And they lead 14-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Reinhart has it teed up right at the 40. And he will onside kick again, right at the same man. This time, R.J. Allred has it. And he'll be down at their 48-yard line. And that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10 at their own 48 with 5:35 to play in the first. So 1st and 10 for the Sakis. Single man to the left-hand side is J.J. Petty. Palmer, Stout, and Farrah go to the right. McAllister's in the shotgun here. Good field position to start for Pittsfield. Now they'll put 2 men and flip them back over to the left-hand side. Stout and Farrah go, so trips left. Palmer's all by his lonesome to the right. They'll send the man back to pass, and it's right in the middle, and that's an incomplete pass. Stout was the intended receiver. In and out of his hands to the turf, and that will stop the clock and bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 48.
Stout had it corralled for a moment, but was hit right as he was catching the ball, just couldn't quite bring it in.
J.J. Petty was wide open, about 5 or 6 more yards downfield, and there wasn't anybody around him. 2 receivers to either side. Clock stops at the 5:29 mark of the first. He'll take the snap, hand it off. No, the quarterback McAllister keeps it himself on the left-hand side. Good running play inside North Mac territory down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 3. So a 3rd and 3 from the North Mac 44. Really, I think if he would have handed it off to Elliott, he had a pretty good game. Might be a key for the Sakis, keeping it on the ground tonight. Trips right, single man to the left. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first. 3rd and 3 for the Sakis. They take the snap. McAllister misses it and has to go back down and dive on it at the Saki 48. Haven't seen that much. A loss on the play of 8 yards. And instead of a 3rd and manageable, it's 4th and 11 now. The Sakis will punt. Ouch. They'll punt from their own 48, and less than ideal.
It looked like a pretty good snap. I'm not sure if it came early.
I think McAllister might have just taken his eyes off it for a moment to look downfield. Petty will be set up the punt. North Mac sends 2 men back to receive. You don't see that much. They'll come after it, and Petty's kick will go out of bounds. It's not an extremely deep kick.
About the 30?
No, I don't think it's surely not there, is it?
That's where he said it.
Wow. And North Mac will start 1st and 10 from their own 30. Saki's caught a little bit of a break there.
Thank you, Alan.
4:13 to play in the first. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 30. And they are having things their way here in the first quarter. That is for sure. Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 30. They break the huddle with 2 receivers to the right. 2 men trot out to the left-hand side. Brown will be in the shotgun. Standing about 5 yards deep. And the penalty flag flies. It's going to be delay of game. And so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up to the 25 and make it 1st and 15.
3 penalties so far in the game, all against North Back, all 5-yard variety. So
haven't heard of much.
15, but no, it hasn't really slowed them down.
And now there's some personnel change here for the Panthers. They'll put 2 receivers to the left, single man to the right, and have 2 backs in the backfield, and Ferguson and Williamson behind the quarterback, Brown. He takes the snap. Quick hitter to the left-hand side. That's a lateral pass. Need to get on that ball. It's loose, and the Sakis still have a chance at it. It's all the way down now near the 3, and who comes out of the pile with it? It was a backwards pass. North Mac will get it, but they're all the way back now at their 3-yard line. That is a loss on the play of 22 yards.
It's technically a negative running play by whoever ended up with the ball.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Looked like it was the man that missed that, Logan Hammond. So it is 2nd and a country mile here. What are they calling it on the board? 2nd and 36. 2nd and 36 from the 4. And that's a botched snap, so that'll move it back 2 yards. Half the distance. It'll be 2nd and 38. 2nd and 38 from the 2, their own 2. Sakis need to take advantage of this miscue.
For sure.
See if you can't get some early pressure here. North Mac, I think, would keep it on the ground. 3:26 and counting in the first. 2nd and 38 from the 2.
See if you can't get a safety here.
Brown will be under center. Calls the line set. Long cadence is going to keep the ball on the right-hand side. Finds a hole. Uh-oh. Look out. He spun around, but out near the 10-yard line. Mound was the man to take him down at the 10. A gain of 8 on the play. And it brings up a 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30 at the 10. Again, an opportunity to get a stop and get the ball back, though. Can't give up a big play here.
With decent field position even with a good punt.
Brown's in the shotgun. He's going to want some time to throw it. Calls out his cadence. Is back to pass. Fakes the quick pass. Oh, my goodness. They've got a man wide open. They've got the first down and maybe a touchdown. This young man's got one man to beat. He runs over the top of him like a bulldozer. Logan Hammond is going to be chased down from behind. Little double move there, and he gets the ball all the way down to the Saki 11-yard line. Sickening. 40 yards on one side and 39 on the other is a 79-yard pass play on 3rd and 30.
Sorry, but if you're a defensive back, how do you get beat that bad?
Well, it's a double move. You got to just keep everybody in front of you.
Tackle him. All they're going to do then is give you
15 yards, and it didn't be 3rd and 15. It was 3rd and 30, and they converted. Brown's under center. Takes the snap, going to pitch it outside. New running back here. This is Reed Lewis, his first carry of the night. He takes it down near the 8-yard line. Gain of 3 brings up a 2nd down and 7 at the 8. North Mac with a 14-0 lead, 140 and counting in the first. Quarterback Brown in the pistol. He takes the snap, going to hand it off right side. Big hole. His man is Reed Lewis again inside the 5 to around the 3. And this will bring up a 3rd and 1 as he picked up 7. It's 3rd and 1 from the 3 for North Mac. That's the Saki 3. Just over a minute to play in the first.
They were on the other 3 a few minutes ago, but...
Jiminy Christmas. Under center is Brown. He takes the snap, hands it off to Williamson, keeps the shoulders parallel. He's down shy of the goal line, down at the 1. It's enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now for North Mac. That day that Grover had, that one day in that book, what was it called? It was not good. Now the Sakis will actually stop the man for a no gain on the play. That's Williamson. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Really about the first time they've stopped him for no yards in the night. That wasn't that 30-some yard loss on the lateral pass. Brown will be under center here. He will take the snap, hand it off to the deep back. That's Reed Lewis, and Lewis is in for the score. So he takes it in from 1 yard out, and North Mac now has a 20-0 advantage, and they will go for 2.
15 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Got to give the North Mac, they've come to play tonight. They didn't tuck their tail when they had a play that went awry. They kept playing. They came up with a big play. 79-yard pass play on 3rd and 30. Was a big play in this drive. Brown's in the shotgun. He throws a quick hitter to the right side. It is broken up, and the 2-point try is no good. With 15 seconds to play in the first, it's North Mac 20, Sakis nothing on Central Illinois Sports.
Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
15 ticks to play in the first. North Mac has tried the onside kick twice. I don't know why you wouldn't try it again here. With the way their night has gone so far. Reinhart has it teed up, a kick a little pooch kick. That's headed toward the sideline. Saki will take it at about the 30, now 35-yard line before that man's ridden out of bounds. That looked like J.J. Petty on the return, and he's just across the 35 to around the 36-yard line, and that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10. With 11 seconds to play in the first. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon Emmerich, 217-285-4404. We'll call it the 37, in fact, for the Sakis, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right-hand side. McAllister stands in the shotgun. Calls the line set. Is going to hand the ball off to Elliott. Not much running room on the left side this time. He's taken down for a loss. Back at the 34-yard line. That's a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be the final play of the first quarter. Sakis trail North Mac 20-0 at the end of 1. We'll have the football 2nd and 13 to start the second quarter when we come back.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. For all those hard-working diesel engines and combines, tractors, and trucks, Logan Ag recommends PowerMax Premium Diesel Fuel. Logan Ag PowerMax Diesel is packed with multifunctional additives which help clean the fuel system, extend filter life, add lubricity, and restore horsepower. You might even notice reduced fuel consumption. You get it all in Logan PowerMax Premium Diesel. Logan Ag, serving agriculture since 1962.
Ready to start the second quarter. It is 20-0. North Mac on top of the Pittsfield Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Sockies have the ball, second down and 13 yards to go from their own 34. McAllister back to pass, looking on the left side for Petty. Makes one man miss. Now he's looking for running room, and it's just not much there. He'll get to the 35-yard line, which will be a loss of a yard. Is it not, John?
Could be a gain of 1, but...
Where are they? Well, okay, they spot the ball to the 36, excuse me. All right. And it's 3rd and 11, so give them 2 on that play. 3rd and 11 from the 36. Just underway in the second quarter. McAllister's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, goes back to pass, has pressure. Hit as he throws. Farrago's got the catch to the 40, has a first down and more, 50, 45, 40, and is ridden down inside the 40 to around the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down for the Sockies, the first sign of life. 27-yard pickup on the pass to Farrago, and a first and 10 at the 37. Sockies quick to the line, look to the sideline for the play call here. 2 receivers in Farrago and Petty to the left. Stout and Palmer split to the right as McAllister stands in the shotgun at his own 43. Takes the snap, hands it off to Elliott. Ball fumbled. Sockies will recover.
Elliott fell on it, going to gain maybe 1.
Looks like a yard gain, brings it to 2nd and 9. Sockies have been anything but sharp here in this one. I say this is back to the line of scrimmage. There's no gain. That's 2nd and 10.
Okay.
Sockies fortunate there to fall on that football. 2 receivers to either side again. McAllister in the shotgun, the junior quarterback. Fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and it is incomplete. Off of Farrago's hands, nearly picked off by the safety. Incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd and 10. With 10:21 to play in the second quarter. So 3rd down, 10 yards to go from their opponent's 37-yard line for Pittsfield here. 4 down territory, so you don't have to pick it all up in one chunk. And this is as out of sync as we've seen the Socky offense at any point this season. I formation in the backfield. Under center is McAllister. He will take the snap, hand it off to the deep back. That is Elliott. He's not going to gain much on that play. Forward progress to around the 36. Gain of a yard, and it's 4th and 9. They had Cade Corgett in at the fullback spot, I believe. Was that not Corgett?
It was.
As the lead blocker there. 4th and 9 now for Pittsfield. Just under 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. Trips left, single man to the right as McAllister's in the shotgun. Long cadence, back to pass. Rolling out to his left, now steps into his throw. It's a little high for Stout, and an incomplete pass. And that'll be a turnover on downs here. As North Mac did a nice job to break up the pass, and with 9:38 to play in the second quarter, the Panthers with a 3-score lead, and now the football from their own 37-yard line. So the Sockies drive stalls. North Mac takes over.
Saki defense has to figure something out here, or they'll get buried.
Yep. Brown is in the shotgun.
Against a team they should compete against.
He takes the snap, going to hand it off to the deep back. That's Ferguson. Puts a foot in the ground, makes a man miss in the backfield. Still on his feet as Saki's can't wrap up. It'll be a first down as he picks up 11 on the play. And Ferguson racking up some nice yardage early.
How many there, Charlie?
11.
Thank you. 38 yards on 6 carries now for Ferguson.
First and 10 from the 48.
To go along with 58 receiving yards.
9 minutes, 17 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. Now Brown will be under center. I formation behind him in the backfield. Takes the snap, will hand it off to the deep back. Again, Ferguson. He's inside Saki territory. Finally drugged down at the 49, it appears. Call it the 48, in fact. A gain of 4. This will bring up a second down and 6. To the Saki 48-yard line now. In fact, even a 5-yard gain. So got a spot that's a little across the 48. North Mac's had a good mix of pass and run. Here's the handoff on the right side. The man breaks through, and he's
right up the middle.
Go for a score. If he's not chased down from behind, he is, but
Elliott
inside
brings
the
him
10.
down.
At around the 8, that's Williamson on the carry, a 40-yard pickup. And it'll be a first and goal at the 8.
That was right up the gut, like literally over the center.
So first down and goal to go from the 8. Brown under center with the I formation behind him. Calls out his signals, takes the snap, hands it off to Reed Lewis. He just attacked the goal line there. The Sakis were tentative, waited for the man to come to them to try to catch him rather than tackle him, and Reed Lewis just takes it right in for a score. North Mac in a rout. 26-0 right now. 8:01 to play in the second quarter.
Lewis on the 8-yard run.
And now they'll go for 2. Single man to the left. Brown in the shotgun with Lewis and Williamson in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. One of them is a tall young man. That's Hogan. He's about 6'3", they list him at. He is back to pass as Brown looking for the corner of the end zone. It's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and the 2-point try is no good. 8:01 to play in the half. It's all North Mac here on Central Illinois Sports.
Plumbing has big news for our area. They're now offering HVAC services through B&R Electrical, heating and cooling. They offer all types of HVAC services on all units. B&R Electrical can also service commercial refrigeration units, freezers, coolers, and more. Phone 217-285-2856. That's 285-2856. B&R Electrical HVAC services, a part of Damon Plumbing. If you're not, they'll make you cool. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
8:01 to play in the second quarter. Reinhart is set to kick off once again following the touchdown drive by North Mac. They have brought the hands team on the Sakis, and they'll kind of kick this one over the top of the front line, and
it's out of bounds.
The ball goes out of bounds, but North Mac had a shot at it there.
Pittsfield will get the ball on the 40 because that's where it went out of bounds.
Yep. First and 10 at their own 40.
Rather than getting it at the 35.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want them to re-kick.
No. You're going to take the ball at the 40.
They're going to ask them to re-kick.
Why? You're going to get the ball at the 40. You don't even get the ball at the 30. Nah, they're taking the ball at the 40. It just happens to be at the X.
He pointed back like he wanted him to re-kick it.
Okay, well.
1st and 10 at their own 40. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. McAllister's in the shotgun.
I'm glad he was wrong.
Puts Farrago in motion, going to hand it off to him. He's looking for running room, and he is.
He was looking for a block, and he just never got any blocks, and then he just fell down.
He saw contact coming and just fell to the turf back of the 30. A 10-yard loss at 2nd and 20. You talk about a lack of fire. It's a team that has onside kicked against you twice, ran a fake punt, and it's kicking your tail right now. And the Sakis are just
saying thank you, can I have another?
Back to the little orphan, back to the pot for another helping. Now they complete a pass to Ethan Palmer. He'll fight for yards. That kid's tough. He'll take it out to the 48-yard line, and he's very near the first down. It's an 18-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Palmer, if nothing else, doesn't quit. 7 minutes and counting here in the first half. They'll bring Corgett in to play fullback. The usual fullback, Anderson, unavailable this week. The backup fullback, McKee, unavailable this week. So they have the senior middle linebacker, Cade Corgett, playing at the fullback spot. North Mac's got a bunch of guys near the line. They'll hand it off to the deep back. That's Yelliot. He's got the first down and more. He'll be taken down inside the 45 to around the 43, and that'll be good enough for a Saki first down. Pick up on the play of 9 yards, and it's 1st and 10 from the 43 of North Mac. I formation again. Palmer split to the right. I believe that's Petty way out to the left there.
Yes.
McAllister going to hand it off to Cade Corgett now, his first carry of the season. He's fighting hard for yards. And he takes it down near the 32-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Cade Corgett says, just give me the damn ball and get out of the way. An 11-yard pickup. 1st and 10.
Corgett has played some running back in the past, hasn't he?
No, he hasn't. He used to be a quarterback.
Oh, that's true. He was a quarterback. I was thinking he was a running back.
1st and 10 from the 32. Single receiver to the left, one man to the right-hand side. I formation again behind the quarterback, McAllister, who sets up under center. The sophomore center, Mowen, with the snap. They'll hand it off to the deep back.
That was Farrago
now. And he either needs to get a different pair of shoes or quit falling down when contact's coming, because he loses a yard there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 11 from the 33. Clock counting down here with 5:18 to play in the second quarter. Two receivers side their side again. McAllister in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Yelliot, running right, puts his foot on the ground, makes a man miss, runs over the top of a man, streaking toward the goal line. He's down at the 5. Big run by Lane Yelliot. 28-yard pickup and a 1st and goal at the 5.
Fourth first down for the Sakis, 35 yards on 5 carries now for Yelliot for about 7 yards average.
They'll bring Corgett back in, give him the ball. McAllister will be under center. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. They'll hand it off to Corgett, looking for running room. He keeps the legs moving. Going to be taken out after about a gain of a yard. It'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 4. 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Corgett.
Not Colgate, although one of our fans did say they love that toothpaste, so.
That's Colgate, I think.
Yeah. Something like that, right?
McAllister's in the shotgun now on 2nd and goal. He will fake the handoff. I think he kept it himself, and he's stuffed here. Actually going to lose back to the 6, a 2-yard loss. It'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 6. 3:50 and counting in the second quarter. The Sockies want to call a timeout here on this 3rd down play.
Haven't called her yet.
Still plenty of time on the play clock. 3rd down, goal to go from the 6. 2 receivers to the right, 2 men to the left-hand side. McAllister hands it off to Lane Elliott, looking for running room. Stood up, nowhere to go. Going to be loose back to the 7, and it's going to be 4th and goal from the 7. And North Mac trying to shut the Sockies out right here.
Not a very clean handoff there.
Had some trouble with that. Zach Ferguson calling the plays from the sideline here. Does not want to burn the timeout with just under 3 minutes to play in the first half.
Still got 2.
4th down and goal to go from the 7. Weston McAllister, 2 wide to either side. Back to pass. Spins, throws to the end zone. It is caught, and he is out of bounds of the 1. They're calling that man out of bounds of the 1. That's Palmer. So it is a 6-yard pickup, but is shoved out at the 1, and North Mac turns the Sockies away yet again.
So they turn it over on downs at their 1-yard line. Now get the safety and get the ball back.
The last time this happened, North Mac took it right down the field. 1st and 10 from their own 1. Keep it on the ground here. Look for some running room with the Panthers, I would bet. 2:35 to play in the half. Under center is Caden Brown, the quarterback. He takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. Man, looking for running room. I believe that's Ferguson. It's hard to see, though. It is Ferguson. Takes it out to the 6. Looks like a gain of 5. Brings up a 2nd and 5 from the 6. Good little 5-yard pop. Got to give a lot of credit to this North Mac offensive line. They're creating some running room.
48 yards on 8 carries now for Jake Ferguson.
Now Brown's going to be in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself on the quarterback run on the right-hand side. Makes a man miss and has the 1st down. Out to the 15, caught the 16-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 16.
Brown with 51 yards on 6 carries.
He's a dynamic athlete, is Brown. He went right around the Socky man, and missed tackles will happen. And the guy just stopped with his hands in the air, like keep pursuing. They'll hand it off to the deep back. That's Reed Lewis, and he gets popped. And it's going to be taken down near the 18, a gain of 2, brings up a 2nd and 8. And a timeout going to be called here by North Mac. We will pause as well. 1:33 to play in the second quarter. It's North Mac 26, Sockies nothing. Back after this.
Prairie Land FS is locally owned and operated. We proudly serve our neighbors like you with 24-hour service to ensure the comfort of you and your family. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice. Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
North Mac called the timeout.
There's second.
Yep, 1:33 to play in the half. They lead 26-0. It is 2nd down and 8 from their own 18. Got to look for the double move here. You saw on the 3rd and 30 play.
And again, I say, if you can't cover it, just tackle the man.
It's only a 15-yard penalty.
I mean, that's all they're going to get. This is not the NFL. They don't get whatever they would have gotten.
You don't get the spot. 2 receivers to the left, single man to the right. Brown is under center. He's back to pass, rolling left. Looks like he'd rather run it here. He's got a man out in front to help lead
the way. That's a hold, too, is it not?
No. He is taken down close to the sticks, out to the 25. Going to be just shy of that. Needed 8, picked up 7. It's 3rd and 1 from the 25-yard line. No way North Mac's going to punt here. 1:10 to play in the half. I guess it's the only 3rd down anyways.
Yeah.
Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. Little run pass option here. That ball is
intercepted.
Picked. I believe it is picked off, and it is. Who got it for the Sockies? That's Leonard. That's Leonard on the interception. That'll be a Socky football and a turnover. And a little chance here to have some life at the end of the first half. 59 seconds to play in the second. See if they can't take advantage. 1st and 10 from...
Still got 2 timeouts.
From the 32 of North Mac. Nice job by Leonard. He's made some big plays this season, has Eli Leonard. 5'9", 155-pound junior. McAllister's in the shotgun. Stout and Palmer to his right, Petty and Farrago to the left. McAllister's back to pass, has immediate pressure, steps up, avoids the rush. Now he steps into a man, throws, and it is nearly picked off. Nearly picked off. Luckily for the Sockies, it falls to the turf, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. They live to play another down here. 53 seconds to play. Man, all kinds of pressure from the left side of that defense. Zane Hogan, the 6', 175-pound junior, went right around the outside that time, and he was right in McAllister's kitchen. McAllister in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right on the receiver package. Now they'll set up the screen pass. They have it on the play to Elliott inside the 25-20, and that's a head-to-head hit that he takes there near the 16-yard line. 17-yard pickup on a 1st and 10. And the Sockies will burn a timeout here. We'll pause as well with 45 seconds to play in the half. North Mac 26, Sockies nothing. Back after this.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you, and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
.45 seconds to play in the half. Sockies will have it 1st and 10 at the North Mac 17, trailing 26-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Following the timeout, they have 1 remaining. McAllister's in the shotgun. Elliott stands to his left. They fake the handoff. Now it's a little bit of a delayed play right up the gut. He'll be taken out at the 16. Sockies will not take a timeout. It's a gain of 1. It brings up a 2nd down and 9 from the 16. Clock counting down, 30 seconds and counting here in the half. And they are slow to the line here. Now they're looking around, all kinds of confusion. 20 seconds. McAllister's back to pass, looking down, and it is picked off.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Was looking for Petty, and it is an interception. And who picked that off? Logan Howman with the interception. And that'll be a touchback, and North Mac will get it at the 20. So things go from bad to worse for the Sockies. McAllister with the INT.
It was just thrown just a little too long for Petty. And
12 seconds to play in the half. North Mac will set up with a man under center, but I can't imagine it's for a kneel here. And Brown takes the handoff, hands it off on the right-hand side. The ball carrier will be Ferguson. He'll take it up to the 24. 4-yard gain, and that'll be the final play of the first half. We take you to the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show where North Mac leads the Pittsfield Sockies by the score of 26-0. Halftime stats and more your way after this.
Cellular. We believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Cards Communications, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent, located at 224 East Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Hard work, dedication, integrity. The same way a great athlete demands these things for themselves, so is the Little Jess team for over 50 years. We strive daily to meet our community's automotive needs, whether it's buying a new or pre-owned purchase, finding the right part to get the job done, or getting you back on the road when something goes wrong. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
The Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today. The Rustic Market is a small town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today.
Welcome back on the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It's a 26-0 advantage for North Mac on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. Halftime stats are brought to you this evening in part by Reinhart and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. They're the place to go for your next concrete lawn ornament, statues, fountains, benches, and so much more. They've got new items each and every week. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Reel and their great team at Reinhart and Twine. We're called 285-5013. Well, it's been all North Mac here in the first half. They started off their scoring at the 8:17 mark of the first quarter. Brown with the 19-yard run. The two-point try on the pass from Brown to Ferguson was good and made it 8-0 Panthers. Then at the 5:36 mark of the first, Williamson took it in from a yard out. The two-point try no good to make it 14-0 with 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lewis on the 1-yard run. Also the missed two-point conversion made it 20-0. And then the last score of the first half came at the 8:01 mark of the second quarter. Lewis on the 8-yard run. The two-point try no good. And that's how we arrived at this 26-0 score. Pike County Concrete, if you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call at 217-285-5548. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville to better serve you. 26-0, North Mac on top. On the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show, John's got to look at the rest of your halftime stats after this.
Know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments. Member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It is a 26-0 advantage here for North Mac at the halftime break. And John's got to look at halftime stats. John?
First four of the Pittsfield Sockies finished first half with 5 first downs. North Mac finishes with 11 in that first half. Leading rusher Lane Elliott, 34 yards on 6 carries. 12 yards on 2 carries for Cade Corgett. And then Weston McAllister, the quarterback, -2 yards on 4 carries, -11 yards on 2 carries on Mason Farrago, in which he fell down both times. So that totals out to 33 total rushing yards. Quarterback Weston McAllister, 5 of 10 passing, 50% for 70 yards with an interception. Passes completed 24 yards on 2 catches for Ethan Palmer, 27 yards on 1 reception for Mason Farrago, 17 yards, 1 catch for Lane Elliott, 2 yards on 1 reception for J.J. Petty. In the first half, 33 rush yards, 70 pass yards, 103 total yards of offense for the Sockies in the first half. North Mac, 11 first downs. Leading rusher, 58 yards on 7 carries for Caden Brown, the year quarterback.
I've been impressed by him, by the way.
He's definitely very athletic. 52 yards on 9 carries for Jake Ferguson. 45 yards on 5 carries for Wyatt Williamson. 21 yards on 5 carries for Reed Lewis. And a -22 yards on 1 carry for Logan Hammond. So that's 154 total rushing yards in the first half. Quarterback Caden Brown is 5 of 7 passing, 71% for 146 yards and an interception. Passes completed to Ferguson for 58 yards on 3 catches, 9 yards, 1 reception for Wyatt Williamson, and Hammond 79 yards on 1 reception for him to total out to their 146 passing yards, 154 rushing yards, 146 passing yards. That's 300 total yards of offense in the first half for North Mac. So about 3 times as many yards than the Sockies had.
Ouch, and about 1 million times as many points.
Well, it feels that way right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Sockies have had some opportunities, John. I mean, some big plays in this game that come to mind. North Mac had the ball 3rd and 30 at their own, I think, 10-yard line, something crazy. And they ran a 79-yard pass play. North Mac covered an onside kick. Sockies have gotten turned away twice in the red zone.
Ran a fake punt.
Yeah,
and their quarterback is their leading rusher right now. And I'm not saying you go for dirty hits, but if the quarterback wants to run the ball that much, you need to hit him enough that he doesn't want to run the ball that much anymore.
Yeah, the Sockies have had some trouble tackling tonight for sure. There's not been a lot of solo takedowns that have happened in this one. But a whole second half, 26-0. Then we'll give up 1 score in the second quarter, so that is a glimmer of positivity. And can't see if they can't come back in this second half and make a game of it. Let's pause for a break on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. North Mac 26, Sockies nothing on Central Illinois Sports.
40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
You know, halftime performances from the wrong side of the performance aren't nearly as exciting.
When they hold a backdrop up, especially because you can't see anything that's happening, it's just not very exciting on this side.
I'm not sure if it's like a shadow play on the other side or what exactly we have going on here. But
no, there's people on the other side. Every now and again.
It's weird. I'm sure they're doing a nice job. We just can't see it. It is 26-0. The lead for North Mac here at halftime. Taking a look at some other scores if we can here as we scroll through the Twitterverse. Let's see, John. Halftime, Williamsville leads Moreau 14-7, so Moreau has been slowed down by Williamsville there.
What about this score?
Cardinals lead 8-2. That's early in Wrigley, though. You never know. Chester leads Trenton Westland 28-0. It's West Central 14, Greenfield Northwestern 8. That was with about 5:40 left in the first half.
Good for West Central.
Let's see. QHS a 9-7 lead over Galesburg on the 23-yard field goal by Justin Beaver. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter of that game. Let's see. What else we got for you, John? Coal City leads Lyle. Coal City seems like they're good every year. They are up 7-0. Eureka is tied 14-14. Lars Newbar hit a home run. What else we got here for you, John? Well, Rochester, they're struggling. They lead 43-14 over Springfield High, who's no slouch. 43-14 with 3:28 to play in the second quarter. And Hank Beatty, who's going to Illinois to play wide out, I think against SHG, he had 5 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 2 passing.
Is that all?
Yeah. Plays wide receiver, quarterback. He drives the bus.
Does he play basketball too?
I don't know. Central A&M leads Tuscola 14-13 at the end of the first half. That's a good game there too. Tolona Unity. Actually, this says Unity football, so some of our friends at Channel 10 would report that as Minden leading Bloomington Central Catholic 21-6, but that is Tolona Unity.
Yeah.
On top of BCC 21-6 at the half. Thought I had a score.
So how you end up with Minden Unity soccer.
Brown County trails Beardstown 21-0 at half.
And that is proof that high school sports don't make sense.
Mater Dei leads Quincy Notre Dame at the half, 13-7. Notre Dame trying to keep their undefeated season rolling there. I've been impressed by them this year. They lost a lot of guys from a very good team last year, and they just keep on rolling. Lena Winslow leads Fulton at halftime, 30-7. Speaking of different things in the water there. Let's see if I can find anything else for you here. I thought I had a Auburn and Plains score. Let's see if we can get an update on that here on the Carnes Communication halftime show. Hey, Quite the halftime performance there by the North Mac dance squad. We're sure. It was on the other side of a backdrop that we actually couldn't see. But we sure that
It wasn't terribly impressive on this side. They just kind of stood there a lot.
For sure they did a good job. Forreston leads Galena 38-14. Hannibal on top of Mexico 28-14 at half, and some Missouri action.
They're pretty good.
Here we go. Auburn leads Pleasant Plains 13-6 at the half on a Sangamo score there. Here it's 26-0. North Mac on top of the Pittsfield Sockies on the Carnes Communication US Cellular halftime show. Both teams are out on the field getting ready for the second half. We'll have the second half for you next.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Hey, we're ready to start the second half. Thanks to Carnes Communications for being our halftime sponsor. 26-0 advantage for North Mac here. But the Sockies will receive to start the second half. Joe Reinhart's got it teed up, and he's ready to kick it on down there. That was smooth, Tim. Smooth. Reinhart is a junior. That's a big junior class. Can you count the juniors, John? He's got his shoes off, folks. Hang on. Reinhardt's got his hand in the air like he just don't care and ready to kick this one off for North Mac, and he will kick it deep for the
21.
first time of the night, and it'll be Ballinger to retreat all the way back to his 9. Across the 15, 20-yard line, breaks through a tackler, still on his feet, and it's just shy of the 30 at the 28, and that's where the Sockies will start first and 10 at their own 28. Just underway here in the third period, 11:53 to play in the third. There's a lot of good folks here at North Mac. They donated part of the 50-50. They donated their Hardee's gift card.
Only part of it, though.
Only part of it.
Part of each one, too.
How do you split a gift card? You cut it in half? How does that work?
Carefully.
2 to either side here for the Sockies as McAllister's in the shotgun. Puts Farrago in motion. Going to fake the handoff to him, give it off to Yelliot. The ball's fumbled, and North Mac has recovered. Well, that's what you refer to as a inauspicious start to the second half as North Mac takes over, as the Sockies are unable to run a successful play. North Mac will have it first and 10 at the Socky 24-yard line. LSSG Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your hauling needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
Take the ball at the 24.
That's what I had it too, and they'll hand it off to Ferguson. He nearly fumbled it, but he's able to corral it. He'll take it down. He's laughing. He's having a good time. Down to the 16-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play with the run on Ferguson. It brings up a 2nd and 2 at the 16. Oh boy. We have not seen the Sockies have trouble on a handoff in 4 games this season. That includes against Morella last week, where things didn't go well at all. It has just not been clean tonight. Brown is under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to Ferguson. He's got the first down, stretches out inside the 10 to around the 8-yard line, a gain of 8, and the 1st and goal from the 8. And Ferguson nearing that 100-yard mark.
68 on 11 carries.
It's closer to 100 yards than you had tonight. Brown's in the shotgun, 1st and goal from the 8. He'll hand it off to Ferguson. He has a hole, but it closes quickly on the left side. Corja drags him down at the 6. Gain of 2 brings up a 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line now. I will give North Mac's PA announcer credit. He's enthusiastic and loud. 10:37 and counting here in the 3rd. Under center is the quarterback, Caden Brown. I formation behind him in the backfield. We'll take the snap, hand it off to the deep back Ferguson. Left side, he's in. In for the score from 6 yards out. And extends the North Mac lead to 32-0. They'll go for 2, and this is an area where North Mac's got to improve on these 2-point tries, because they're a team that's going to be in the hunt for playoff contention, and these will be important in bigger games, closer games. Every game is big. You only play 9 in a season. They're all big games. I formation. Brown's under center. Williamson and Ferguson deep in the backfield. Brown takes the snap. He's back to pass, rolling to his right, looking for somebody to open up. He throws it about 7 yards out of the end zone. So that's an incomplete pass, and the 2-point conversion bugaboos continue for North Mac, but they put a score on the board, 32-0, with 10:21 to play in the 3rd. Back after this.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see your kitchen from every angle. Each detail, from the flooring to the countertops to the cabinets, are designed for your lifestyle. The team will explain the strengths of each product so your finished kitchen will last for generations. Whatever your needs, an island for entertaining, no maintenance quartz countertops, storage for all your seasonal items. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Well, North Mac capitalizes on the Saki turnover and gets a score here early in the 2nd half. 10:21 to play in this 3rd quarter. 4-play drive that started at the Saki 24-yard line following the fumble. And the Sakis will have the return team on the field. Joe Reinhardt's parents are going to have to buy him a new kicking shoe. He's kicked off so much tonight. They missed the extra point, 5 times?
Yeah. Do you think Reinhart could kick them?
That's 10 extra points to leave out there. Yeah, I kind of wonder why they don't at least try the kick. Now Ballinger will touch the ball. He's in trouble back at his 6.
He would have let it bounce. It would have probably gone into the end zone.
He's going to turn it up around the 10, 15-yard line. Runs over a man at the 20. He makes something out of nothing there. And it's going to be taken down near the 23-yard line. But this referee's got his hands in the air. And what's he got? A little flag.
You just don't care. I didn't see one.
We haven't seen very many flags thrown tonight. The ball is at the 22-yard line. They're talking like there is a penalty flag. It's sitting at about the 28-yard line.
I don't know what that could even be.
Hold or a sideline issue. They are talking about it. And Darrell Lippenson's got his hands behind his back, and he says, do we want to go that way? This way?
Both ways.
It's going to be against the Sakis. They're going to mark this one off after the penalty is called, a hold against Pittsfield. So that'll back the Sakis up to about the 12, I believe, is where it should be. Call it the 13, and that's where the drive will start. 1st and 10 at their own 13. Moose Lodge 420, hey, check them out for their Friday meals. They have new specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Sockies will have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. McAllister's in the shotgun, standing near his own 8. Takes a snap, hands it off to Elliott, big hole left side. Elliott will get a nice gain on the play up just shy of the 20 to around the 18-yard line. Good little 5-yard pickup, and it brings that up 2nd and 5. It really opened up on that left side in a hurry.
Closed quickly, though, after.
Yeah, it did. 2 men to the right, 2 to the left again. 2nd and 5 from their own 18 for the Sockies. Down 32-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Now they draw North Mac offsides. And that'll be a first down the old-fashioned way. It's given to you.
First down of the second half for the Sockies, 6th of the game.
Waters Concrete, Tim Waters and company, offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Strapinson was in a hurry. He wound the clock before the chains were set.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 23 now for the Sockies. McAllister in the shotgun. They are running out of time on the play clock in a hurry. Some of the fans noticed that as well. They'll hand it off to Yelly, and he's drugged down in the backfield. They just ran by the Socky line that time and tackled him back at the 17. That's a loss of 6 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 16 from the 17.
It's not a lot of blocking on that side that time.
That defensive end on this side ran around the man on the outside of the line. And the Yelly just had nowhere to go. 2nd down and 16. McAllister takes the snap, back to pass, looking for a man. That's Farrago. He's hit after a short gain. Up near the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and it brings up a 3rd down and 11. So 3rd and 11 from the 22-yard line. 8:15 and counting in this 3rd period. McAllister checks the wristband, scans the defense. North Mac's shown blitz. They'll fake the end around. They'll throw the ball and, well.
Had a man in his face and he threw it quick.
Incomplete pass will bring up a 4th down and a punting situation here for Pittsfield as the clock stops at the 7:54 mark of this 3rd period. Who's back deep, John, for North Mac?
Looks like Dane Vance.
He's a sophomore.
And 36 maybe?
I believe it is. That's Logan Hammond, and Hammond's going to get the ball at the 50. Hammond runs over a man and is taken down at the 45-yard line of the Sockies, and that's where North Mac will start 1st and 10 in Socky territory at the 45.
Jeremiah Jackson made a solid hit there to bring the man down.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Bowlers Universe, folks, check them out. They've got great specials going on. Bowling leagues as well, filling up fast. Check them out. Get signed up. 285-6913 for Bowlers Universe. They're open tomorrow forward to midnight. They've got some good bands coming up here in the next couple of weeks, so make sure to check it out. Brown's under center for North Mac. He takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. That's Ferguson. Lets the lead blocker get out in front, sets it up inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7. And brings up a 2nd and a long 3. Sockies have had no answer for North Mac on the defensive side, John.
Or the offensive side, for that matter.
Yeah, good point. Here's a handoff on the left-hand side of things now. I think that's Ferguson again, and it is. He'll take it to the 33, and that's enough for a 1st down. 5-yard pickup. First and 10. A what of Saki's?
Syndicate. He is very creative, if nothing else.
I've noticed he sits up there with all of his friends, it looks like.
He's in a very large room all alone. There are 3 people in that entire press box.
Ferguson on the handoff, left side, scoots forward to the 26-yard line. A gain of a solid 6, brings up a 2nd and 4. They just keep on churning out the yards to North Mac.
Ferguson with 96 on 16 carries now.
6:40 and counting here in the third quarter.
He's nearing the 100-yard mark now.
I said that earlier.
I know.
They'll hand it off again, this time to Williamson. Look at him run hard. He's got another first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. A 9-yard pickup and a 1st and 10. The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. It's Pike County Express. Browns under center again. Takes a snap. Deep back this time is Ferguson. Taking down after a short gain to the 14-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 7.
Cade Cordred in on that tackle that time as he gave him a solid hit.
I like this mix-up, though, North Mac has, or the mix, I should say, of the being under center and being in the pistol or the shotgun.
It's not a Dan Bowman offense, is it?
It is, actually. They're in a lot of spread. They'll hand the ball off to Williamson left side. This time he's going to go nowhere. No gain, no loss. I'm going to bring up a 3rd down. And 7. 3rd and 7 from the 14.
Who's the man down over here, Charlie?
Where?
Straight in front of us.
No, somebody getting their back pop, it looked like. By the chiropractor, Noah Mendenhall. At home chiropractor. 3rd and 7 here for the Panthers. Brown's under center. He will hand it off to the deep back, Ferguson. Makes a man miss in the backfield, jumps over a man, runs over a man, spins, cycle, touchdown. Ferguson would not be denied on a 14-yard run at 5:01 remaining in the third to make it 38-0. North Mac. And if they could get this 2-point try, it would be a running clock. They made the first 2-point try fairly easily. They have not had success since then.
They've not completed a pass since then.
They'll hand it off to Williamson. He gets in, and it's a 40-0 lead, North Mac. 5:01 to play in the third. It's all Panthers here. Back after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
5:01 to play in the third. Here comes Mr. Reinhart again. He'll kick this one deep. Bounger will have a chance at it at about the 13. Across the 25-yard line, switches hands of the ball, 35, and ridden down just shy of the 40. Call it the 40, and that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10. At their own 40-yard line, down 40-0. It's a running clock here at North Mac, and a game that we told you in the pregame. You look at the schedules remaining, it's a big game, for either one of these teams to get to 5 wins, and North Mac is trying to say, hey, that 2-2 start, chalk that up to COVID and nothing more. Because they look pretty good tonight. Sakis have just been out of sync. McAllister takes the snap, hands it off to Elliott. He looks for some running room, and there's just nothing at home there. He's going to lose a yard on the play back to the 39. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 from the 39.
Just not getting enough block on that right side.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Move the ball against this North Mag outfit in any facet. Do a quick hitter now to J.J. Petty. Tell you what, that was a nice play by Jake Ferguson. That kid's been everywhere tonight. He blew up the would-be blocker in Farragut. I mean, just blew him off the turf and then went and made the tackle. No gain, no loss, and it's 3rd and 11.
Petty did everything he could to get anything that was there, but just wasn't anything there.
I mean, just to put it simply, North Mac's been the aggressor from the opening kick. Trips right. McAllister's in the shotgun. He draws them off sides.
They definitely crossed the line, sir. Okay, well. I mean, he was entirely over the ball.
Now back to pass goes McAllister, but not before a penalty flag flies, and they'll call it an illegal motion against the Sakis. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. And bring it up 3rd and 16. So 3rd and 16 from the 34 now for the Sakis. Clock counting down with 2:37 to play in this 3rd period. Trash Queen 320-4320 for all of your trash pickup needs. They're our scoreboard sponsor. McAllister fumbles the snap, picks it up, looks downfield. He has his man in Palmer. He is
unfortunately
down.
caught it on his knees.
Yep, but he caught it up near the 42-yard line. That's a gain on the play of 8 and brings up a 4th and 8. So the Sakis will go for it here.
Nothing to lose.
Check that 4th and 8 from their own 42. Now there's some confusion as they're trying to get the play called in here. Trips left. McAllister in the shotgun, 10 seconds on the play clock. As he calls the line set. He is back to pass. Looking downfield, has Petty. Petty's got it and hangs on and is going to have enough for a 1st down. To the North Mac 49, a pickup on the play of 9 yards and a 1st down for the Sakis. At the North Mac 49. Clock keeps rolling at the 1:17 mark of this 3rd period. With the running clock, it does go in a hurry. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right-hand side. McAllister's in the shotgun here with Elliott standing to his right. He's about 8 yards deep. He's back to pass. Throws across the middle again, and it's nearly picked off. Tell you what, David Balletto had about as good a shot of it as anybody. And he could not corral it. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Just thrown behind Bobby Stout. Have not been able to find Stout tonight at all.
Yeah, that's perplexing. Under a minute to play in this 3rd quarter. This could be the final play of the 3rd. Ball is right at midfield at the 49-yard line of North Mac. Back to pass with McAllister, all kinds of pressure, and he's drugged down from behind. Hogan in on the sack. Back in Socket territory at the 47. A loss on the play of 4, and it'll be a 3rd and 14, and I think that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And it is after 3. It's North Mac 40, Sakis nothing.
You're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
Ready to start the final quarter. It's North Mac on top by a 40-0 count. And the Sockies will have a 3rd and 14 now from their own 46. McAllister's in the shotgun. He goes back to pass, trying to set up a screen. It is nearly picked off by North Mac.
He's not behind the line of scrimmage.
That man came in and put a lick on Lane Elliott. That's Williamson. I mean, he hit him. And Lane Elliott looks up and said, "Did you get the license plate on that truck?" 'Cause, I mean, he absolutely hammered him. 4th and 14 here.
They appear to be punting. Not sure why.
I would punt here. They're not punting. I would punt here. It's 4th and 14.
The clock hadn't started until right now.
That's interesting. Trips right, single man to the left. Saki's going for it, 4th and 14. McAllister's back to pass, sets his feet, looking for his man, has Petty.
That's a first down.
Well shy of the first down. It's at the 40.
No, look at where.
It's 2 sticks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 2 sticks. To
Sorry.
the 45, yeah, thanks.
I forgot it was as many as it was.
Good talk. An 11-yard game, but not enough for a first down. It's a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 45-yard line. Expect to see, I would think, some new personnel in here from North Mac, and we'll try to pick them up as we see them here. It looks like Dane Vance is in at quarterback, the 5'7", 135-pound sophomore. Wearing the number 1 on his back. And front, for that matter.
It's really confusing if you put a different number on one side than the other.
Had that happen one time, remember that? They made like an alternate uniform, and Jesse Drone had a different front and back number.
Yep.
Vance takes the snap, tried to hand it off. He gets it back and is going to be taken down for a little loss on the play to the 42, a loss of 3. And it brings up a 2nd and 13 from the 42. What was that call? Congregation?
I think it was congregation, yeah. Conflagration, I'm not sure.
Got a few words. Describe it myself.
A flock.
2nd and, what was that?
Flock.
A flock of sockies.
Yeah.
Flock of socks. They'll hand it off to the deep back. This man's got a nice gain on the play. He breaks free, and he's down the far sideline. He might go.
It's Ferguson, is it not?
I think it's David Belletto. David Belletto is... Nope, it's Ferguson. It is Ferguson. He takes it 58 yards and a touchdown. Have a night, young man. Jake Ferguson. That makes it 46-0. Ferguson's a senior, 5'8", 180 pounds. This last homecoming game, and he has enjoyed it. How many yards, John?
146.
That is a few.
I believe. Let me see if... No, I lied to you. 171. Sorry.
Never going to trust you again. I formation.
You already had trust issues, obviously.
Dane Vance hands it off to Ferguson. He'll tiptoe to the tulips. That's Williamson. Williamson on the 2-point try. And makes it 48-0. North Mac on top. And there's 9:46 to play.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Well, North Mac gets another score. And a 2-point try this time to make it 48-0. Ferguson had the big run. Williamson had the 2-point try. The pair of seniors there just keep on rolling. It's been all North Mac from the get-go in this one. They scored 3 touchdowns in the first, and they have not looked back. Reinhart ready to kick this one off. He'll put his boot into it. It's a high kick, not extremely deep, headed toward the sideline. The Sockies let it bounce out of bounds.
He'll get the ball at the 35.
So 1st and 10 from the 35. On the clock, boys. 9:46 to play.
It will not be placed where it went out of bounds. It'll go at the 35. Wind the clock.
Not how it works, fool.
Wind the clock.
I have not started it yet.
We would tell them, but we're really far away from them. They're on the other side.
Sockies have
They're very lonely people. There's only 3 of them.
Callister in the shotgun.
Press box the size of the University of Illinois.
Not quite that big, but has decent room. Lots of room for activities. They'll put Farrago in motion. McAllister goes back to pass. He looks for his man. That is Farrago. It's blocking the back, I believe. Farrago then gets lit up. There's a penalty flag that flies.
Farrago is going to get, what, about 9?
A gain to the 44, a gain of 9. And what is the penalty flag about here? It's a personal foul against North Mac. What did he do? Hit him too hard?
I'm not sure.
Body slammed him down?
Maybe he said something.
I said he kind of picked him up and threw him to the ground. No, fool, don't stop the clock.
The clock does not stop now. The clock just keeps running.
Timeouts, touchdowns, injuries. That's it. This isn't any of those.
Well, I guess it could be a referee timeout.
It doesn't matter. Talk about it. Figure it out. What's there to talk about here? It's a 48-0 game. You call a 15-yard penalty. You're not
walk it off and go on.
Well, you're not going to eject the guy from the game.
I would hope not.
Walk 15 yards to the north and move on.
If you eject the guy from the game, then you should be ejected from the game. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but
I personally am not sure.
What are we talking about?
I mean, he picked him up and kind of threw him down, but I'm not so sure if you're just. I mean, if you're bigger than the other guy, can you just not do that?
You used to be able to. I don't know.
So it's a 15-yard penalty, and they have another whistle now, and they want
to stop the clock again.
They want an explanation about the penalty here. Patrick Bowman asking about it on the sideline.
The clock really technically should be running this whole time.
Well, they stopped it.
I know. At 9 minutes.
I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't understand what
do we have to talk about here? Like, say, hey guys, it's 48-0. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
North Mac wants a timeout.
Okay.
I'll be darned. Timeout, North Mac. 48-0. Back after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Press Yours On You designs promotional items and create just about anything to showcase your company. Communities celebrate their school spirit and turn to us too for screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and more. Press Yours On You, Highway 24, Camp Point.
Well, after the timeout by North Mac with 9 minutes to play, up 48-0, the Sockies will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Panther 41.
It was mostly a timeout to complain at the referees.
Not 100% sure what the deal was there. McAllister's in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Yelliott. Yelliott's going to take it inside the 35, makes a man miss at the 30, cuts back at the 35, and it's down near the 20-yard line. Pick up on the play of 21 yards, and it's a 1st and 10 from the 20. Nice run by Yelliott, his biggest run of the night by far.
He had a 28-yard run early.
His second biggest run of the night. Biggest run by far since that first run, though. North Mac student section is loud tonight.
They are very excited.
McAllister's in the gun. He hands it off to Yelliott. A little delayed handoff. There's a penalty flag that flies. It's going to be a hold. And it's going to be, I think, Mason Davis going to get called for the hold this time. He and his man were down on the ground, and usually as the offensive lineman, you're going to get called for holding because of that.
And you are.
And it's against the Sockies, so that'll make it 1st and about 20 from the 30. They'll put it to 28, in fact, so 1st and 18 from the 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. McAllister's in the shotgun. Hey, Tim, how about the camera there, pal? McAllister back to pass. Steps up, avoids the rush, throws it, has his man. That's Bobby Stout on his first catch of the night. He fights his way to the 11-yard line, a pickup of 17 yards and a 1st down for the Sockies. Very close here. Is it just shy? 2nd and 1.
Wow.
2nd and 1 from the 11. That makes sense. It was 1st and 18.
No, I realize.
Why'd you say wow then? What are you wowed about if you already realized it? It's not a wowing moment if you realized it. Good talk. McAllister in the shotgun. He will hand it off to Yelliott, looking for running room on the left side. Breaks through a tackle, stretches out down near the 7. Gain of 4, and that'll be a 1st and goal from the 7 for the Sockies. 6:44 and counting.
It's more a wow that you can gain 17 yards and not get a 1st down.
North Mac got a 3rd and 30 earlier in the game.
And they got a 79-yard pass play.
And now we'll have a timeout called here by North Mac. Can't take him with you. And 6:24 to play. It's the Sockies 1st and goal at the 7 after this.
Pike Feeds is a locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feeds in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
The Rustic Market is a small-town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today. The Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today.
1st and goal from the 7 for the Sockies. McAllister back to pass, looking end zone, nearly picked off, incomplete. Try to force it in to a spot that was well covered.
Looked like if you caught it, could have gone to a back shoulder throw to Bobby Stout, it was open.
You have to be impressed by how North Mac has covered Bobby Stout tonight. He's had some big yardage on the season.
He's got 1 catch for 17 yards, and he just had that a moment ago.
Let's see who's covering him right now. It looks to be Dane Vance, a sophomore. McAllister in the shotgun puts Farrago in motion, and a penalty flag flies. 5-yard penalty here.
Illegal shift.
So that'll move it back to the 12 and make it 2nd and goal at the 12. Two receivers to the right. Farrago and I believe that's Jeremiah Jackson are split to the left. McAllister's in the shotgun for the Sakis here with Elliott to his right. Puts Farrago in motion. Fakes the handoff. Hands it off to Elliott. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Keeps his shoulders forward. Takes it inside the 10 to around the 8. A gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd and goal at the 8. 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. 4:40 to play. If you don't score here, would you think about kicking a field goal to get points on the board?
I don't know.
Well, John, you get paid to say something other than I don't know.
I would not. I would go for the touchdown. I think you need to have something positive here.
Could have said that the first time. Would have been better than I don't know. See, I think can't score on this play. How about that?
Exactly.
Elliott spinning, keeping his
Fighting
legs
hard.
moving inside the
It's going to get
to around the 3. Gain of 5, and it'll be 4th and goal at the 3. They'll bring Corgett on here for the Sakis to play the fullback spot. And Pittsfield wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 3:51 to play. Sakis will have it 4th and goal when we come back.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Sakis call the timeout with 3:51 to play, down 48-0. And have it 4th and goal at the North Mac 3.
I'm going to give you a definitive no now, Charlie. I would not have kicked a field goal here.
I might have, just to get points on the board. Let's see if they can get a touchdown, though. They've got Corgett at the fullback, Elliott at the halfback. McAllister under center. He might keep it. McAllister takes the snap, hands it off to Corgett, left side, and he is down
at the 1.
At the 1, and North Mac defense holds yet again. Needed 3, got 2, and the shutout continues. So give North Mac's defense credit. They've stopped the Sakis, I think, 4 times now in the red zone.
This is the second time in the game they've gotten the ball at the 1.
Yes, it is.
They had the ball at the other one once, too, I believe, didn't they?
Yep. Vance is in at the quarterback spot. He'll be under center. Dane Vance. He will fumble the ball, look like, for a moment. I call the man down at the 1. Ball carrier appears to be Joe Reinhart. He gains nothing, brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 1. Clock continues to roll here with 2:37 to play. Stay tuned for the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll also have the Edward Jones Player of the Game presented by financial advisor Derek Harris. Vance looks at the play clock. He said, sure looks nice, doesn't it? He lets it count down to about 8 seconds. Now he's under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the fullback. Takes it out to about the 4. Ball carrier is Reinhart. He gains 3. And it brings up a 2nd down. Check that 3rd down. And 7 from the 4.
There's a tribe of Sakis this time, Charlie. He finally got it figured out.
Under 2 minutes to play. Third down and 7 from their own 4. Vance under center. Takes the snap, fumbles the snap. And a wrestling match for the ball. They'll be taken down at the 3, a loss of a yard. And it'll be 4th and 8, and North Mac will come in and punt. So 4th down and 8. And they'll punt it away. It's the first time we've seen them punt tonight, isn't it? Well, I mean, they faked one time. I guess that's true, isn't it?
They did.
It's a Brown in to punt it. He is standing about a yard inside the back of the end zone. It's a high snap, and it's going to go
out of the back of the end zone.
Out of the back of the end zone for a safety.
At the 54-second mark.
So the Sakis get on the board with a safety to make it 48-2. And John, I can honestly say I don't know that I've ever seen a game where
the only points scored were
by the same team, but both teams had points. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Sakis really did much to cause that safety. So it'll be a free kick from the 20-yard line, I believe. That's where they have to kick it from. Well, North Mac. Sakis on the board, 48-2.
We haven't seen them punt tonight. Will we see them punt now?
Does 48-2 make it better or worse?
They need to score here on the free kick.
Yeah, they're going to send McKelvey Moore back deep now.
Guys, it's a free kick. It's up here.
It
doesn't happen very often. It's somewhat confusing.
Neither does Haley's Comet. People know what it is when it comes around. Reinhardt's going to kick it off from the 20-yard line. It's coming back on the year 2038, I believe, is the next time. Hope to be around to see it. Reinhardt will kick it deep. It'll be taken by the Sakis up man. That's J.J. Petty. 45-yard line. It'll be taken down near the 40.
That was a very excited person.
Pumped. And really, the Sakis don't have to run a play here. I don't think they'll get the ball set before the time.
Oh, the ball's set.
Clock. Javen Petty is in at the quarterback spot now for Pittsfield. Hey, Tim. Nice to see you tonight. Appreciate Petty's in a quarterback with 19 seconds left. The line got a little bit of an early start, and I think that will be a 5-yard penalty. And
I believe that'll end the game.
Well, some would say it's a fairly fitting ending for how things went tonight. North Mac's way all the way, 48-2. They win this game over the Pittsfield Sakis. Sakis drop to 2-3. North Mac improves to 3-2 on the season. And we take you to the post-game show. It's presented by Illini Community Hospital, where since 1942, Illini has been serving the area with high-quality medical care close to home. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Final of the contest, a 48-2 win for the North Mac Panthers over the Pittsfield Sockies. North Mac scores 3 times in the first quarter, 4 times in the first half, and forced a turnover on the first drive of the second half by the Sockies. And it, didn't go the Sockies' way tonight by any stretch of the imagination. And North Mac moves to 3-2, deservedly so.
First for the Pittsfield Sockies finish the game with 10 first downs. North Mac finishes with 17. Leading rusher on the night was Lane Elliott, 66 yards on 13 carries, 16 yards on 3 carries for Cade Corditt, negative 11 yards on 2 carries for Mason Farrago, and negative 6 yards on 5 carries for Weston McAllister, to total out to 69 rushing yards. McAllister, 12 of 21 passing for 57%, for 109 yards and an interception. Passes completed 17 yards, 1 catch for Bobby Stout, 22 yards on 4 catches for J.J. Petty, 41 yards on 3 catches for Mason Farrago, 32 yards on 3 catches for Ethan Palmer, 17 yards, 1 reception for Lane Elliott, 69 rushing yards, 109 passing yards, 178 total yards of offense for the Sockies on the night. Sockies were called for 35 yards and penalties on 5 called penalties. For the North Mac Panthers, finished the game with 17 first downs, leading rusher 171 yards on 20 carries for Jake Ferguson. Other rushers, Caden Brown, the quarterback, 58 yards on 7 carries, all in the first half, 54 yards on 6 carries for Wyatt Williamson, 21 yards on 5 carries for Reed Lewis, negative 22 yards on 1 carry for Logan Homan, negative 4 yards on 2 carries for Dane Vance, and 3 yards on 2 carries for Joe Reinhart on the night, to total out to 227 rushing yards. Quarterback Caden Brown was 5 of 7 passing for 71% for 146 yards with an interception. All of those passes completed in the first half. Jake Ferguson had 3 catches for 58 yards, Williamson with 9 yards on 1 catch, and Logan Homan with 79 yards on 1 catch on the night. So 227 rushing yards, 146 passing yards, 373 total yards of offense. North Mac called for 40 yards and penalties on 6 called penalties on the night.
Thank you, John. Financial investments are important, but English class is importanter. And the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes received from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors is important as well. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the night of Jake Ferguson? Yikes.
171 yards on 20 carries and 58 yards on 3 catches.
Pretty good night. A couple touchdowns to his name as well, and the North Mac Panthers roll over the Sockies. 48-2 is the final. Pittsfield's in action next week at home against New Berlin. We'll have the game for you on Central Illinois Sports. Until then, we bid you farewell from Verdon. North Mac 48, the Sockies 2. It's another Central Illinois Sports presentation.